Tokyo is one of the biggest and busiest cities in the world. Millions of people move through its stations, streets, restaurants, and shopping districts every day. And yet, many travelers notice something surprising. Japan can feel unusually quiet. Walk into a crowded train during rush hour, and you may hear little more than the sound of the tracks. Walk through a residential neighborhood at night, and the difference can feel even more dramatic. So why does such a crowded country often feel so quiet? The answer starts with one idea: shared space. In Japan, public spaces are often treated as places where everyone has to coexist. And because you are sharing that space with strangers, there is an expectation that you should avoid disturbing them unnecessarily. You can see this most clearly on trains. People still talk with friends. They listen to music. They watch videos, but conversations are usually kept relatively quiet. Headphones are common, and phone calls are generally avoided. If someone receives an important call, they may wait until they leave the train or move somewhere more appropriate before answering. The idea is not that talking is forbidden. It is that hundreds of people are sharing a small space, so one person's convenience should not become everyone else's disturbance. But this attitude goes beyond trains. You can notice it in waiting rooms, clinics, cafés, elevators, and other shared spaces. People often speak at a lower volume than visitors from some countries might expect. And when someone needs to make a longer phone call, stepping outside is common. There is also another important factor. Japanese social behavior often places value on being aware of the people around you. In Japanese, you may hear the idea of reading the atmosphere. It means paying attention to what is happening around you and adjusting your behavior accordingly. If everyone else is speaking quietly, you naturally lower your voice. If nobody is making phone calls, you probably do not want to be the only person doing it. There may be no sign telling you what to do. You simply observe the people around you. This is one reason public spaces can remain quiet without constant enforcement. The same consideration appears in residential areas. Japanese cities can be extremely dense. Apartment buildings stand close together. Homes may be separated by only a narrow street. That means noise travels easily. Late-night parties, loud music, shouting, or even everyday household sounds can affect neighbors. So keeping noise down, especially at night, is often treated as part of being a considerate neighbor. For travelers staying in hotels or apartments, this is worth remembering. Talking loudly in a hallway at midnight may feel harmless, but the people sleeping behind the doors around you may see it differently. However, there is an important contradiction. Japan is not actually a silent country. Spend 5 minutes in a major station, and you will hear announcements, train melodies, warning sounds, advertisements, and electronic voices everywhere. Walk through Shibuya or Shinjuku at night, and the streets can be full of music. Traffic, conversations, and people calling out from restaurants. Game centers can be extremely loud. Festivals are loud, izakayas are loud, and some shopping streets are anything but peaceful. So when travelers describe Japan as quiet, they are usually talking about something more specific. People themselves often create less unnecessary noise in shared spaces. The environment may be loud, but individual behavior can still feel restrained. And that contrast is what makes Japan interesting. A train station might be filled with announcements and thousands of people, yet the passengers standing beside you may barely make a sound. A busy street may be surrounded by signs, lights, and traffic. Then, 2 minutes later, you turn into a residential alley, and everything becomes calm. For travelers, the easiest rule is simple: look around you. If everyone is speaking normally, there is no need to whisper. If you are in a lively restaurant, enjoy yourself. But if you enter a quiet train, waiting room, residential street, or other shared space, lowering your voice is usually appreciated. And if you need to take a phone call, moving somewhere less disruptive is often the safest choice. Japan is not quiet because people never make noise. And it is not because there are strict rules controlling every conversation. Much of it comes from millions of small decisions: lowering your voice, using headphones, stepping outside to take a call, thinking about the people living or sitting beside you. In a country where so many people share so little space, quietness becomes more than silence. It becomes a form of consideration. And once you notice it, you start seeing it everywhere. If you're planning a trip to Japan, subscribe to Understand Japan before you experience it.